All right, I'm very excited to be there with Dr. Koby Nahushtan. And Koby is a homeopath and a traditional Chinese medicine doctor. And he's had a very interesting background. Koby is you have an amazing combination of knowledge. And I actually had a dream about making a film with you.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
And that's actually why we're making this film.
Because of a dream?
Because of a dream.
Okay.
So that's only happened to me one other time. I've made quite a number of films. But it's only happened one other time, so I'm very interested. Okay, so let's get started.
Please.
So you aside from the things I mentioned, traditional Chinese medicine, homeopathy, and I want to talk about all of these things, you are very interested in the Kabbalah, is that not correct?
Yes, it's true. It's true.
And you go to Spain, and what do you do in Spain, Koby?
Well, over there I teach homeopathy.
Yes.
In between I teach Kabbalah as well.
Okay.
In Spain we have a vision, me and my friend, who is the one who owns the place in that area.
What, a healing center?
Me and him met in India for 25 years ago.
25 years ago, okay.
That time me and him were a beggar, were a beginners.
Not beggars, beginners.
Oh, no. Beggars and a beginners. Together. We were literally a beggars and a beginners in everything.
Okay.
Nevertheless, we had that time a vision that we want to make a hospital.
Oh, wow.
To build up a hospital where the title of the hospital will be Liberation.
Yes.
How to get liberated.
Yes.
Where we will use every means we can, Eastern and Western.
Yes.
But the only idea of the process being in the hospital is to take away obstacles.
Okay.
Either physically, mentally, or energetically, which obstruct the person to reach liberation.
Okay, wow.
Which this is the basic idea of all the Eastern medicine systems. If you take acupuncture, Ayurveda, Tibetan medicine,
yes,
behind them the basic idea why they evoke for humanity, the basic vision of those people who produce or evolve, let us say, acupuncture, is how to take obstacles which obstruct the person to achieve liberation.
Yes, because
So me and him 25 years ago had this vision that we want to make a center or hospital that we will combine system from many angles. That the idea is how to take away the obstacles which spontaneously, without any much of a effort, a person will reach a natural liberation.
okay,
Because what they call ignorance, what they call losing yourself is the result of some kind of obstacle from many kind of origins. Can be genetics, can be nutrition, can be life incidents, can be education, can be the layer of psychology of what happened in your life, where all the healing system is there to take them away so you can, naturally speaking, be connected to God or get liberated. So
Okay.
right now what we are doing over there in Spain, we managed to do it literally after 25 years of this vision, continue all through these years, where we kept this vision alive in us.
yes,
I continue my life, he continue his life,
yes,
and then right now it's building up. Right now we have already a center, we have already a place and the land where it's going to be operated.
wow,
And right now I'm going to be there 4 times a year teaching homeopathy,
yes,
together with Kabbalah.
yes.
He's teaching them Ayurveda together with other kind of massage therapies.
He teaches Ayurveda?
Yes.
Yes.
But the basic idea of the center and what we're going to build up is a center where the treatment or the analysis will be through conventional means like blood tests,
Yes, of
MRI, CT and so on, but the treatment will be homeopathy and herbology
Yes,
together with fasting, yoga, tai chi and other means. But the aim is how to take obstacles which obstruct you from your own path in
Yes.
order to become a liberated individual.
Okay.
So from 25 years ago until now, right now we are manifesting this vision at the moment.
Wow, that's very exciting.
And this is going to be the first hospital in the world
Okay.
where the means are conventional, but the therapy is alternative.
The diagnosis is conventional.
Yes, the diagnosis
Yes, yes.
methods, the basic diagnosis will be through conventional means, but the treatment will be purely alternative, which
Okay.
means acupuncture, homeopathy, herbology, and so on.
But that's amazing.
But basically, it's going to be operated in such a manner that a person will enter through a therapy in order to become liberated.
Okay.
You see?
Yes, I do see. So, yes, in the East, they focus on liberation because in the West, we only look at the conventional medicine, allopathic medicine. It only looks at the body, at the physical, at the chemical, the mechanical. And they've come quite far in that. There are excellent achievements as far as that goes. But, see, as you know, I've studied some with a great Chinese master named Master Sha, who's becoming this huge worldwide teacher and healer. And he says that in Chinese medicine, they know about qi, or in India maybe they call it prana. They talk about energy. They don't just stop at the physical chemical like they do in the West, but they understand that there's an energetic component to the human body and to our energy systems. So, which is in the meridians and so on. So they know about energy, and they also know about something called soul. Master Sha teaches that the center sentence of his teaching is heal the soul first, and everything will follow. So when you're talking about liberation, that's into something. It's in the realm of the soul, don't you think so?
Absolutely.
And what is soul? How do you understand soul?
First of all, see that soul, when he speaks about soul,
Yes.
also in the way I relate to soul, is through the idea that you have within you certain kind of a potential.
Okay.
There is a potential.
Yes.
The potential in your deepest realm of your identity, what you can become,
Yes.
what you can achieve, either intellectually, emotionally, and spiritually. When you combine them together, there is certain kind of results in the organism,
Yes.
which these results will manifest through certain means or in different ways. One of the ways this result will appear in is through realization, or through wisdom, or through understanding, or through different kind of realizations about reality and about yourself.
Yes.
This kind of wisdom or realization has to do with the right type of combination between what you feel, what you think, your spiritual potential which is within you, together with what we call chi, energy, or prana.
Yes.
It's combined together, it's not separate entities.
Yes.
It's true that we have in us an energy layer which sustain life,
Yes.
nourish life, and so on.
Yes.
It's there, it's everlasting, it will be all the time, it will be there, it will be before creation, after creation, and so on.
And we are we not eternal beings?
Yes, but the point is that thing alone is not the soul. The soul is supported by that as well. The soul is the combination of all these ingredients together, manifesting into what is you in its end result, which means the soul
Yes.
is what you create through your endeavor.
Yes.
There is a potential in you,
Yes.
which some people will call it unconscious, or call it the big eye, or
The higher self.
the highest. That's right. But all these notions is at the end result of your endeavor who create your own soul. So soul is something which is evolved during the years because of your own spiritual effort.
Yes.
You see,
Evolved.
the point I'm making here is soul is something which is not as the way they perceive this in the Far East. When they say you have Atman,
Yes.
which means
In India, they talk about Atman.
also in Chinese medicine,
Okay.
Dr. Shah speaks about 5 types of souls.
Yes.
But these kind of souls, according to the way he speaks about it and according to the way the Indian speaks about it,
Yes.
has eternal means, which means it was there before the physical body,
Yes.
it lives embodied within the physical body, and it will stay after the physical body will die, will perish.
Yes.
And then it will once more take a dress upon itself, another body, and so on.
Reincarnation.
This is not the kind of a soul which I'm speaking about.
Okay.
But they're speaking about a certain kind of an entity within human organism,
Yes.
which is eternal by its quality,
Yes.
unchanged. Where I think the opposite.
Yes.
Even this layer within you, the eternal part within you, evolve and change and require that change for itself as well.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Which means
Yes.
the soul which you aim your words at has to do with the part in you that seek the evolution of itself. And this evolution will manifest in, at the end result, this is what we call a liberated individual.
Yes.
The
Soul growth, in
that's,
other words.
that's right. Where the sign of this growth will be through revelation, through new intelligence, through new understanding, through different approach to reality. Well, gradually realms will be open to you, and when that thing is open to you, that means that your soul getting manifested. You see? Before that,
Yes.
your soul was a potential capacity for your growth. Right now it is manifesting. So right now your soul is changed.
Okay.
You see, that eternal part in you is shifting, is changed. Which
Okay.
means the soul is your deepest layer of growth, which this is the way I feel it, the way I see it, this is why we are here. We are here for this point alone, for this kind of a spiritual growth, which through that, it's not only you who is getting growth.
Yes.
Everybody around you and the whole world together with you.
God itself grows as
That's
I
right.
grow.
That's right.
Yes.
All,
Because we are all pieces
also
of God.
God himself or itself getting benefited from your own growth.
Indeed.
So, which means soul is something which is not internal by its nature in the sense of unchanged. It's the entity in you who
Yes.
is eternal,
Yes.
required to be changed. You see?
Yes. I had a teacher who said that the goal was to become soul-infused personalities. Or does that ring a bell for you? Does that make sense?
Yes.
And to be a
Yes,
I
there
mean,
is-
you know people.
There is some ingredient that there will be a stage that you will experience this in this way.
Yes. Well, I mean, you have known teachers, and to become soul-infused personalities where they are radiant souls. They're this deepest level of who they are is coming through them all the time. And that is liberation, is it not?
Yes.
To be who we truly are.
Yes.
The true self.
Even after you get liberated, it doesn't mean that you stop.
It
Actually, the
never-
opposite.
It never does stop.
Actually, the opposite.
Yes.
The whole path is for you to become liberated, so then you can become a real server for reality. Then your actual work, or the truth of what you call work, only then it started. Until then, what you call that you are a server, or you're doing things for humanity, it's only an imagination.
Yes.
These are projections.
Yes. Okay. Okay. Gee, I have so many questions, and it's interesting. This is the Kabbalah. The Kabbalah talks about tikkun, which means the word tikkun means correction. Correct.
Yes.
So it's this idea of perfecting the soul or becoming a soul-infused personality and healing the world, is it not? How would you define tikkun?
Well, you see, tikkun has many type of understanding. If you go to different Jewish groups or
Yes.
different approach to religion for Judaism, you see different type of understanding about the word tikkun,
Okay.
correction. Even within Kabbalah, there are many kind of approach to what the word correction or tikkun means.
Yes.
Basically, it has to do with the different approach to the word tikkun is because of different approach of how to manifest this word into reality, or how to put it into actual practice.
This world into reality, yeah.
You see, so the idea behind remains the same meaning something in the universe was misplaced. Something does not sit correctly in its seat. Something is not right.
Incorrect.
Yes, there is something which was led away from its purpose, which means things are, in other words, got screwed up.
What?
Screwed up.
Screwed up. Yes. Yes.
Was messed up, or was mixed. Instead of becoming something which is more clear, right now we have a mixed reality where black and white, evil and good, and so on are mixed together.
Yes.
And things are not in the right place.
Indeed.
So the creation got mixed.
Yes.
Now we are here. A part of our journey is to put it once more into the right order.
Yes.
To bring reality or humanity or ourselves into the right order.
Okay.
And this is what they call tikkun. Tikkun means how to bring yourself into the right order. Right order means that right now, because you are in the right order, you and God are reconnected in its conscious, harmonious, natural manifestation.
Okay.
Another word to it is prophecy or Ruach HaKodesh, the Holy Ghost.
The Holy Ghost.
Holy Ghost or Nevuah, prophecy,
yes,
is one of the manifestation of the right kind of correction, which means, or tikkun.
Yes.
Which means right now you and the higher realms of creations are united.
Yes.
So this kind of a unity was go away, which means creation was messed up. And then tikkun or correction has to do with how to bring this creation into the right type of order, which that was the godly idea originally.
You know, the Indians would say that, they do say that we've been through what's called a Kali Yuga.
Yes.
And that the universe, in the multiverse or the universe, or in the realms of creation, you have different periods of darkness and light. So right now we've just finished, hallelujah, praise the Lord, what's called a Kali Yuga, which is this long period of relative darkness. So so this screwing up and correcting is sort of built into the process in a way, don't you think?
Yes.
Okay. And it all leads to further growth into newness. You know, I think one of my favorite teachers is a woman named Esther Hicks, and she channels about the law of attraction. If you ever saw the movie The Secret,
Yes.
As we discuss new ideas and new ways, according to what she channels, the whole universe is expanding, because we're talking about things and we're focusing on things that nobody's ever focused on before, and so that causes everything to grow, God itself to grow, and this is it's not just about correcting it, in a way. I think it's about expanding into that which has never been done before, thought of before, focused before, in a physical, maybe biological world. And does that make sense?
Yes.
Yes.
But what you're saying is, going once more back to Kabbalah,
yes,
is that not Kabbalah alone, also other religions understood this thing that humanity, and which in humanity there is me, you, people, something in us is not in the right place. Something in us got disconnected.
Yes.
Away from the source. This kind of a messy universe that we are living in is that me, you, and people in general are away from the source.
Yes.
This is why we get the wrong view of reality, that me is only a body.
Yes.
Or life is only a chemical.
Or that we're separate from each other.
Yes. This is, of course, wrong view as a result of this kind of being away from the origin. So every religion has its own way, technique, or method,
yes,
or philosophy of how to reunite once more the different layers of creation once more to oneness.
Yes.
So this is the idea behind Tikkun. Also in the Far East, they have the same idea, yes, but the approach of the practice of how to bring humanity into unity again is, of course, different.
Yes.
So right now we are in a process where, at the moment where we are holding humanity, is that until very recently, the Kali Yuga time of humanity were manifested that I can be either, let us say, Jewish, and if I'm Jewish, I will not be a yogic practitioner. You are yogic practitioner, therefore you can't be a Christian.
Yes.
He is a Christian, therefore he can't be anymore meditator through Buddhism.
Yes.
He is Buddhist meditator, therefore he can't be a Muslim Sufi, and so on like this.
Yes.
Right now, this is how it used to be in the Kali Yuga, which means if I'm who I am, I need my opposition, and through my opposition, I will declare, that will help me to declare who I am.
Yes.
Which means I need an enemy.
Yes.
I need something to go against, I need something to oppose against.
Yes.
I need an opposition, and through the opposition, I declare, or I clarify to myself who I am. Right now, where Kali Yuga gradually become softer, began to be melted, right now we are facing a situation which is new for humanity. Right now I can be Jewish together with a Buddhist practitioner.
Yes. I
can be a Sufi, a Eastern Sufi together with a yoga practitioner.
Yes.
So right now I'm this and that as well.
Yes.
And this is the new phenomenon which you see right now.
Yes, everywhere.
It's not only either I am Jewish or Christian.
Yes.
Right now I can be Jewish and Christian as well.
Yes, that's right. That's my friends. Those are my friends.
Yes. So right now we are facing a situation that I'm this and that and that and that all together.
Yes, yes, yes.
And gradually through this, things are getting more united.
Indeed. Hallelujah. Okay.
Yes.
All right, but I still want to talk a bit, because I think it's very, very important to to the dangerous extent about how our health is being screwed up, how our health is being, I would say, and we could discuss this, how our health is being purposely damaged, okay? And if we could get into that word purposely, if we wanted to, maybe we should. Okay, let's talk a little bit, Koby, about vaccines. Okay? Now, I have a friend. He is he studied Chinese medicine, and he went quite far. He studied at Reedman, which is a well-known school here in Israel. And anyway, he gave his 1-year-old baby son something that's called the Muhumeshet.
Yes.
Which means 5 in 1. Okay? Maybe, I'm not sure he was quite 1 year old. He might have been a little younger than 1 year old. He told me that they almost lost their son, that he almost died, and that it took months of working with him every single day, a lot of all kinds of deep healing work that he had learned to get that baby back to. It took about a year until they could get that baby back to where he was before he got the 5 in 1, the Muhumeshet. Does that story surprise you?
No, I see many cases like that.
Okay, now that's a shocking story. I know another story. My wife's cousin. Okay, my wife's cousin's sister. Okay, they had a normal, healthy little girl, and she got a vaccine. She was quite, I don't know, maybe she was 4. She got a certain vaccine, which is quite common, 4 or 5, and after receiving the vaccine, she started showing all this. She stopped talking and started demonstrating a lot of autistic behavior, regression in her behavior to a seemingly much earlier age. One vaccine. You don't seem surprised.
Well, see, in homeopathy, the claim against vaccines is that the reason why we have an autism, why we have atrophy, nervous diseases in old age, like Parkinson or like Alzheimer,
Yes.
they are the very far side effect of vaccines. And,
Oh.
this is the reason. And the reason is that if you give vaccination before the finish of the first year of life, so see the brain and the nervous system is not completed. It's not finished. It's not fully built until the end of the first year.
Yes.
Which means that whenever you give any kind of a stimulant, weak stimulant,
Right into the blood.
that will flow and will stimulate somehow the brain of the nervous system,
Yes.
you will shift the whole brain and nervous system to a degree that you will have many full varieties of symptoms. The most severe cases is autism. When you see after one shot of vaccination, you get an autistic child.
And there's a plague of autism. Autism used to be very, very rare.
This is true.
I saw a doctor on the Larry King show.
But it won't be true to say that autism is only because of vaccination.
No, we have to talk about GMO foods as well.
Yes.
I'm not claiming. I mean, that's not what that's not my understanding. But let's talk about vaccines first.
But it's first of all, to everything which happened in the world, there is two sides for the coin.
Oh, yes.
So don't forget that. There is also benefit for using vaccination. However,
certain vaccinations.
However, the governments and the health ministry did not apply it correctly.
No.
Which means the way we sit in homeopathy, the one which are more extreme in homeopathy, will say not use this at all. But to take away vaccination from the world, it's not true as well. It's the extreme to the other side.
Okay.
So how to play it in certain kind of a manner which won't be damageful for the organism? One of the ways is never to give vaccination before the baby has reached 1 year old.
Yes.
Never give any vaccination before the baby has reached 1 year old, because you might damage the nervous system, which means later on many kinds of variety of behavior problem, hyperactivity, low activity of the brain, studying difficulties.
ADD,
That's
ADHD.
Right. That's all these varieties which right now they give Ritalin and Prisma.
Yes, Ritalin. It's so everywhere you look. There's Ritalin.
Yes, one of the reasons of the usage of Ritalin is because of vaccination before 1 year old.
Yes.
So if you take, let us say, these kind of logics and you apply vaccination in a manner which does not harm the organism, this is okay. Why not? Now, there is a certain kind of percentage in society that they will become more damageful from this kind of procedure. For this, we have treatment. Homeopathy can treat the side effect of all kinds of vaccination, which means
wonderful.
Which means you can get the two ends of the bar. You can be vaccinated, and if there is any side effect, we have the ways and means how to cure it.
Okay.
But nevertheless, because the public is there are so many people, and you can't cover them all. The basic idea, the essential idea, don't give vaccination before 1 year is finished.
Yes.
And if you want to be on the safe side, a year and a half.
Yes.
And you're safer.
I saw a well-known doctor, MD, interviewed on the Larry King show, and he said when he was back in the 70s, when he was a medical student, autism was 1 in 10,000. Okay, it was so rare that when there was, he said when he was a student, and they took him to see an autistic. They took the students to see an autistic child. It was like this amazing rare thing that almost almost total freak of nature. Now we have a plague.
Yes.
We have a plague of autism, and it's growing fast.
Yes.
Like a lot of things are growing fast.
Yes.
A lot of diseases are growing fast. He said, according from that show that I saw, which I recommend people Google, it's called Autism on Larry King. You could Google that title, or or the famous actor Ken Carey on Larry King. Anyway, in that show, in some states in the United States, autism is over 1 in 100. It used to be over 1 in 10,000, even somewhat less in some places. Now in some states, 1 in 100 and more. So what the hell is going on? And how could they be? How could they be also in this country, in Israel? That they gave his baby, and what about and combining vaccines into a super powerful combination like this, 5-in-1 to a baby that how old was he? I don't know. They give the muhumesh the 5-in-1 to 6 months old babies
Yes.
here. To 3 months old babies here. Don't they do that here?
This is very dangerous.
What?
This is very dangerous.
And it's common. It's common practice here in Israel.
Yes.
It's common practice in the United States. How can you explain such callous disregard?
The answer to it will be very easy from this question to go into this kind of a frame of mind of to search certain kind of a conspiracy.
I think it is a conspiracy.
I don't think so. I don't think there is any conspiracy behind. Of course, there is certain kind of interest, economical interest.
Oh yeah, the huge money.
Yes,
involved.
yes, this is true. But
The huge money for the drug companies.
the way I see it,
Yes.
the way I see it is only a symptom or only a side effect of the global thing which is happening, which is the way humanity gradually evolved and towards what it's evolved.
Toward what?
Towards what?
Towards what?
Towards what humanity evolves. Now, if you look until very recently in historical terms, until 200 years ago, everybody in humanity, without any exception, believe that me is not my body, me is my soul.
Yes.
Without exception, East and West,
Yes.
there was not even one group in human societies which disbelieved that I am the soul. There was a global belief, a global understanding that who is me? I am not the body, I am the spirit or the soul, or I am a higher being living dressed with a body. Then came the commercial revolution. Approximately
the industrial
industrial
revolution.
That's right.
Yes.
Approximately 200 years ago. Well, gradually, or actually very quickly, the human mind is changed, is shifted. I am only physical body. I am only chemistry. Now, what was the reason for this shift? How come that quite quickly, in historical terms, humanity has shifted from the belief of me is the spirit,
Yes.
as opposed to me is the body?
Why?
Because there was a misusage. Because you see, globally speaking, if people believe that I am a spirit, it produces people which they are very, very open-hearted,
Yes.
very, very, very,
Yes.
very naive in a way, very,
Yes.
very easy to
Control?
to be penetrated or to be used.
Okay.
As a result of this kind of openness, because of the belief that I am a spirit, not a body, some religious leaders
Yes.
has misused this openness of the soul of the people
Yes.
to take them or to lead them into their own gain, into their own power. We can see it in the Christian church. In
All
the way,
religions.
of course, in Islam, in Judaism, in Far East, you see that people has misused the openness and the purity of our open-hearted soul
Yes.
for some political gain or some gaining of money or some very, very low thing which has to do at the very end to be controlled by some person, controlling the other, gaining some more power.
Yes.
As a result, it seems that humanity as a whole, the intelligence of humanity as a whole, or God, or the one who governed humanity, didn't approve it, didn't like. Whatever was happening in its global sense was not in the eyes,
Yes.
was not correct in the eyes of the reason or God or the one who basically seek for the right type of evolution.
Or the spiritual hierarchy.
This is why, that's right, so this is another version of it.
Yes.
This is why humanity has shifted from me as a spirit to me as a body.
Yes.
And then as a result of this shifting, right now you have an economical system that will misuse people for their own advantage. See, this is the only side track or the only side symptom
Yes.
of something which is much more global, which means where is you hold in your evolution. So before that there was people, not quite recently, huge amount of people which they believe I'm a soul.
Yes.
It was not it was not evolved well. So this path is shut down into I am only a physical entity. Right now, drink and eat because tomorrow you're going to be dead.
Yes.
Have pleasures because tomorrow you're going to be finished. This frame of mind. So right now we have a situation because it shifted. Right now the side effect of that will be a very cruel system that will use you for their own money-making advantage.
Yes.
And this is where you see as if there is a conspiracy, but the truth behind it is, are you into the path of evolution of liberation towards God, or are you not? It comes to this question. You see?
It reminds me of the Charlie Chaplin film, Modern Times, where you see he was like just a cog in a giant machine.
Yes. Also the stories of Kafka.
Yes.
Which he also expressed that thing through his stories.
Yes. So are you on your path to liberation?
I hope so.
Or I mean, no. This is the question that every person, for everyone, are we on our path to liberation, or have we?
This is basically why we are here.
Yes.
This is basically whenever you see many people, there is two dynamic of the consciousness.
Yes.
From yourself to the world, and from yourself to yourself.
Yes.
The path of liberation, in the path of liberation, you have to drop this frame of mind, me towards the world. It's only me towards me. I'm not saying that by that you're becoming aloof to the world or disattached to the world. I'm not saying.
Not to be indifferent or detached, but...
I'm not saying that, but by this process you become more tuned to this kind of the inner craving of the soul to be changed and to be evolved.
Yes.
If your consciousness is for you to the world, naturally so in our world right now.
Outward looking.
That's right.
If it's outward looking, or as
inward.
Deepak Chopra says, in object referral. I think he uses the word object referral.
In Judaism they call it, they give this a name, Tse Ulmad, go outside to learn.
Yes.
As opposed to Bo Ure, come inside and see.
Yes, okay.
So, which means inward looking towards outward looking. Outward looking meaning that it's only chemistry.
Yeah.
Inward looking meaning that you're beginning to see the realms, what they call pardes, which means the inner realm of yourself as combined with God.
Deepak Chopra, he says, to live life in object referral, I have this, and I have my car, and I have my horses, and I have my children, and I have this and this and this. To live life in object referral or in self referral?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So if you are living your life in this way, where your consciousness or your awareness is more towards the inwards.
Towards what?
Towards the inward. Towards
the inward,
the
yes.
inward. That means that right now you are on the first stage of soul liberation, which means even if there will be some disturbances of wrong vaccination, or wrong food, or wrong type of influences in your organism,
yes,
there is for you a higher percentage of success to overcome them.
Yes. Okay.
And the point is that once you're in this path, you are not going to be left alone. You are going to find, you see that you're going to find that you are helped.
Yes.
There will be helped. There will be a door opening. There will be some people around you. You will get the right books, or you will become accustomed to the right type of teachers or people that will help you to overcome certain kind of obstacles which has to be overcome.
Okay, yes.
This is what they call in the Far East the past karma, or in Judaism they call it Avot Achlu Bosar Shene Bani Tikena.
Which means?
Which means my father eat a rotten food and therefore my teeth getting decayed.
Okay.
It's a phrase in Judaism, which means my father did so and so, as a result I'm suffering.
Yes. Yes, okay.
Which means that I'm suffering right now not because of my own deeds. Within my organism, genetically speaking, there is inherited genetical tendency coming from my own ancestors, or things which they have done or they lived, which by that also the misfortune of their life is planted within me.
Yes.
That thing as well has to be purified, taken away.
The sins of
But how to take this away is a good question.
There's the phrase in among the Jews, the sins of the fathers is visited upon the children.
Yes.
And
Well, you might think it's unfair, but this is actually one of the God or the universal plan how to make it easier. How to make it easier from one generation to another.
ancestral karma.
Yes.
Let's talk. Well, I want to get into what is karma. Okay. So again, is there anything in conclusion that you want to say about what we were just speaking about?
Yes, I have much to say about it.
Okay.
Well, what I want to say is that we live right now, in the way I see it, in a crucial time for humanity.
Yes.
Because things becoming very accelerated, things becoming very extreme, things becoming very open. Like nobody could speak about Kabbalah 20 years ago freely so.
Yes.
Nobody could speak about the mystical Eastern philosophy of Dzogchen or yoga or Taoism as freely as right now.
Indeed.
Right now things are very much available to a degree that all the secrets who used to be hidden very recently are right now getting revealed.
Indeed.
Alongside that, because of that, there is also a process of acceleration. A process of at any level, either the disease or even your capacity to reach liberated. Right now, our capacity to become liberated is much easier compared to, let us say, 30 or 100 years ago.
Yes.
Right now, actually, is much more available. So, but because of that, we are going to face many types of obstacles.
Yes.
So if you are into this process of becoming liberated, to really manifest the reason why you are here as an individual, you're going to find certain kind of difficulties that will come across your way. Many of them are not because of you. Many of them is the result of your ancestral genetical karma who is within you.
Yes.
Through you, not only you getting purified, but also they're getting purified.
Yes.
Even if they belong to the past, they're not here. This is not really true. Whatever was is still here. Whatever was done, it never got lost. This is what they call in the Far East the Akashic records,
Yes.
which means anything which happened within humanity is still alive, or the result of its action is still alive. Which means if you are right now enter into the field of true kind of spirituality, alive spirituality, where you manifesting your soul who crave to be liberated, you're going to face certain kind of difficulties. Some of these difficulties will not be because of you.
Your ancestral
It
karma.
will be because of your father and your grandfather and father will come and so on like this.
Yes.
If you will become with this understanding, and if you know how to handle it, and if you know how to take away this kind of obstacle, you're going to purify yourself together with your ancestors and together to make sure that your children has a free road right now.
A free way.
A free way, a free road, a free path,
Yes.
without
Yes.
much of obstacles.
Yes.
Which means right now we're holding a crucial time in humanity.
Yes.
That all these things is right now gradually comes to us.
Yes.
The people right now, if you examine people who are going through the process of spiritual liberation, facing many kind of difficulties.
You bet.
And the majority of the difficulties does not belong to them. But if they will stick to the path, if they will become with self-perseverance and self-persistence, the work which they do is huge. Not only from themselves.
Well, couldn't you say that a lot of them is a lot of it, these difficulties, these illnesses, is their own past life karma?
Can be as well.
Yes.
But my feeling is it's not has to do directly with their own personal life karma. It has to do with some certain kind of genetical, inherited, karmic, ancestral lineage, which has to be purified because of some kind of... See, right now we have in Israel what we call second generation to the Holocaust, third generation to the Holocaust,
Yes.
it is, which means they find, psychologically speaking, that there is certain kind of psychological patterns,
Psychological patterns.
which they call it second,
Disturbance.
third, and fourth generation to the Holocaust.
Disturbance, yes.
This has to do with not my own life at the moment. It's because of my ancestral thing, which happened to our nation, which right now we will go from one generation to another, produce certain kind of a mind frame.
A disordered mind frame.
Yes?
Yes. Koby, but as I understand it, I've read about regression, hypnosis, and past life therapy. It's very interesting, powerful stuff. We've all had many, many lifetimes. And as I understand it, we've all killed, we've all we've all stolen, we've all had wonderful lives and terrible lives, and because the soul wants to experience, and how could we know what the light is unless we've experienced the dark? So if it's true that we've all killed and we've all done all of these, we've done all of it, the good and the bad and the ugly, then a lot of it is our own karma. Wouldn't you agree?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, but what it means, see, my feeling always, although I agree with this concept, is what is the meaning on its practical sense?
Okay, what is the meaning?
For you, that right now you are in the path of purification, in the path of inner development, in the path of liberation, what does it mean? It means that because you experience all that, there is a capacity or a fertile ground for you not to be entangled with things that will take you away from the path.
Yes.
But it means as well that there is for you a lot to be purified in order to become, let us say, more ready or more available to the spiritual realms for this kind of unity.
Yeah.
Because the unity with the spiritual realms has to be when you are purified.
Yes.
Which means there's much of a work of purification, and the majority of the purification path has to do with the cognitive process of purification of the past life imprints which are there.
Yes.
Or being killed or to kill, or being stolen or to be stolen, or having a happy life or miserable life, like this. All this has to be taken away, and to see that this is not the point. The point is something else. It's true, you have to eat and you have to live, but the point of why you are here is because of other reason, where the merging of the realms to become one once more, this is the basic idea of why we are here. And this is active spirituality. This is why we are here in its active sense. So if you are taking this idea which you mentioned right now into the practical sense, that means you're going to have a lot of varieties of problems.
Yes.
Psychologically.
Yes.
And this psychological thoughts or process has to be purified.
How do you do it?
With acupuncture, with homeopathy, with fasting, with meditation, with praying, with times in the day where you're becoming by yourself alone, what we call it imodedut in Hebrew. You find time where you're only by yourself, without any mingling with the outside.
Maybe you go into nature.
Yes, should be nature. There are many ways.
There are many ways.